Hello and welcome to another video of the Modern Paladin Project YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk just a little bit about inner peace. We've spoken on this topic before, and in that video I commented that one of the ways to find inner peace is to not have an emotional reaction to everything that happens in the world. And it occurred to me since that I didn't really talk about how to avoid those emotional reactions. So that's the purpose of today's video. It's not going to be a very long one because it's a very simple topic. It's kind of hard to implement, but it's pretty simple to understand. So this won't be a very long video. Basically, what I do is I understand that nothing, not one thing, any human being has ever or will ever do in this universe is about me. Sounds pessimistic, sounds harsh. It's really not. It's just accepting reality is all it comes down to. You know, if we're honest with ourselves, if we're honest with each other, even when we're doing something nice for another person, it's not really about nice to them. It's about I get to feel like a nice person, like a good person, because I did this nice thing for someone else. That's really what it comes down to in every case. If I did something that hurt someone's feelings or had a negative impact on them in some way, I tell myself, oh, I wasn't trying to be mean to them. I was just doing what's right for me. Or, you know, sometimes, and I'm not terribly bad about this one, but a lot of us are, and I am guilty. I try to avoid it. I'll say it that way. You know, we tear someone else down to make ourselves feel bigger. Again, it's about us. It's not about that other person. Nothing we do for anybody, for any reason, for anything, ever, is really about them. Bad, good, otherwise. It's always just about ourselves and how it makes us feel and how it impacts us. Harsh truth, but accepting it is the path to inner peace, I promise you. When you understand that everybody's just doing what's right for them, what's in their own interests, they're seeking pleasure or avoiding pain. That's really the only two things that actually motivate human beings. Seek pleasure, avoid pain. If we understand and accept that reality, it becomes so much easier not to get upset over actions from other people that impact us negatively. We don't have to take it personal, because it really isn't. You know, just as an example, let's say Bobby down the street borrows your lawnmower and just doesn't bring it back, and it's been gone 2 months, and now you're all pissed off at Bobby. Well, obviously Bobby came to borrow the mower in the first place because it benefited him. You loaned it because you're counting on Bobby returning favors to you at some point in time. Now, maybe Bobby got wrapped up in his own life, just forgot about it, and the fact that he's not returning it has nothing at all to do with you. He's simply forgotten, and he does not mean it in a negative way. Or maybe Bobby did forget it first, and now he's just embarrassed to bring it back. It's been a while, and he's embarrassed to say, hey, I brought it. Here's your mower. Sorry I had it so long. Maybe that's tough for Bobby to do. Who knows? Either way, it's not about you. It really honestly isn't. You're not going down and just asking Bobby for your mower. It isn't even about Bobby. It's about you being stressed over upsetting Bobby when he's actually the one wronging you. So it's all self-interest and self-benefit. And if we can accept that fact and as the reality it is, as harsh as it seems, it honestly isn't, but just accept that fact, life gets a whole lot easier. It gets a whole lot less personal and easier to not take things personal. And not taking things personal is one step on the path to inner peace. That's just how I try to live. I'm not perfect at it, as I've said repeatedly. I'm not some great wise guy. I'm just an average dude, a nobody. But I don't usually get too wrapped around the axle about much of anything, and this is one of the ways that I am able to stay level as much as I do. And to be fair, this is actually a fairly new practice in my life. Within the last few years, but no, that's not even true. I've known this my whole life. I just haven't lived it as well as I should have for several years. I did pretty good. I did pretty good at accepting this earlier in my life. I had a point where things went off the rails for me a little bit in this regard. I didn't do so well. Started taking things too personal, lived, 17, 18 years in where I did take things too personal. And I've gotten in the last couple years into a situation where I'm able to get back to my original views on life, and I don't take things as personal, and I don't get as upset as easy as I used to. So, like I said, whatever it's worth, take it. You love it, hate it. I don't know. Do whatever you're going to do with the information. But thanks for watching. I appreciate the 1 subscriber that I have so far. 96, 97 views, 5 likes. So at least it's not 92 dislikes. So I'm going to take that as something, and just keep chugging along. I'll keep putting stuff out, and, hopefully people will keep viewing. Maybe I'll get some feedback someday on good, bad, or otherwise, on my mindless ramblings here. And anyway, thanks for watching.